The South African Weather Service has forecast severe thunderstorms in some parts of KwaZulu-Natal today. Heavy rains continue to fall overnight in the eThekwini Metropolitan Municipality and surrounding areas. The heavy rains have led to traffic congestion on routes in and out of the metro. Learners writing Matric exams were also affected. Let's now bring in MEC for Education in KwaZulu-Natal, Mr. Sipho Hlomuka. MEC, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Just talk to us about just how severely matrics were affected by the weather.
Greetings to yourself and greetings to the viewers. Indeed, I must indicate that because of these floods, there are two schools that have been affected by the floods. However, I must indicate that even we have made arrangement for those learners to make sure that they write their geography paper and everything went well. I must indicate that the number of schools, especially primary schools, that have been affected, especially in Umgungundlovu district. But our team, our engineers are on the ground assessing the situation. We have engaged with the disaster management team to work together. We're also engaged with the national government, hence the Minister for Education is coming down on Thursday, since the President is coming here in KwaZulu-Natal on Friday. And we are going to provide a detailed report on number of schools that have been affected by the floods.
Given the contingency plans that were in place, was this weather not expected? I mean, we know that the Weather Service went from a level 2 warning to a level 4 warning, and that the Department of Education, before these exams had started, had indicated of some form of contingency plans in place in the event that, matric pupils are affected by the weather conditions.
Yes, as we have presented before, that we have developed an integrated plan that deals with exam, be it is an internal exam or grade 12 matriculate exam. We are working with all stakeholders, including SABC, including Defence Force, and even today, SABC were assisting us to ensure. That's why we're ready. Having received alert from the weather services authorities, we then try to identify hotspot areas that they might be problematic. Hence, we then able to assist those learners and who are able to write their papers.
In as far as, the schools that have been affected, how extensive is that damage? And do these schools form part of, schools that had been affected by previous occasions? Because we know, of course, that KwaZulu-Natal remains one of those provinces that remains battered by adverse weather conditions.
Well, these schools that have been affected are just adding on the number of schools that have been affected by floods. We must send our disappointment by the Minister for Finance, who failed to allocate some budget to the Department of Education, especially from our province. We've compiled a detailed report which indicate damage that we have faced with, and also challenges that we are facing in terms of payment of norms and standards, and also payment of educators. But from where we are seated, really there is nothing that is coming to our province, especially for the Department of Education from national government. But we'll continue to engage with them, and I'm aware that on Thursday, the Cabinet of KwaZulu-Natal is meeting with the President, where we're also going to present a detailed report on how we are affected as a province, especially the Department of Education.
Just give us a sense, how many schools are we talking here, MEC, that have been affected that would greatly benefit from those finances that you had requested? Because we spoke earlier, to the MEC of Kokda in the Eastern Cape. Some areas in that province had also been declared disaster areas, and a sum of 800 million rand is still yet to be disbursed by Treasury. Are you facing a similar issue with, those funds not coming in? And also, if you can just explain, how many schools are we talking about here?
Well, as I indicated earlier, that this damage is aiding on a number of schools that have been affected. Last week, we visited Umkhanyakude, and there were a number of schools that were affected by floods and storm. And we've compiled a report now. It's more than even 2 billion. We are engaging, as I indicated, that our team yesterday, even today, they are busy at Umkhanyakude and here at eThekwini doing assessment. So it will be then easy having received a report from our engineers to say these are the schools that have been affected and the magnitude that each school have been affected.
All right, so you're still waiting for that report, then you will tell us the number of schools that have actually been affected.
Indeed.
All right, MEC, thank you so much for your time. And of course, we'll continue then to monitor that situation in KwaZulu-Natal, MEC there for education in that province.